A very good morning, class. Today we are going to talk about the goods. What are goods and what are the classification of goods? How the goods are classified into different units. First, we understand what is good and what are the features of goods. What is good and what are the features of good? Anything which is capable of satisfying human wants or which has the utility to satisfy, which has the power to satisfy human want is called goods. Anything which has the power or which is capable enough to satisfy a human need, human want is called goods. As far as features of goods are concerned, first feature is goods must be able to satisfy human wants. Goods must be able to satisfy human wants. Means goods must have the tendency to satisfy the human wants. Second is goods must have exchange value. Means they cannot be given free of cost. They must have something in exchange. If as a consumer, if I demand any good, I must pay a price for that. Then if both sides actions take place on a simultaneously on a equal basis, then only it will be termed as goods. The third is good must possess utility. It must have the want satisfying power to satisfy a human need. Now term utility, I have always told you what does the term utility means. Utility means want satisfying capacity of a good. Want satisfying capacity of a good or want satisfying power of a good is called utility. So third feature was the good must have utility, and the fourth is goods are categorized into material and non-material goods. Goods are categorized into material and non-material goods. Material goods are those goods which we can see, which we can touch, which has a definite shape is called as material goods, whereas non-material goods are those goods which cannot be seen, which cannot be touched, but can be felt. For example, the services of doctors, the services of a teacher, the services of a lawyer, these all can be felt when their services are delivered. So these are the basic features of, these are the basic characteristics of goods. We'll see the classification of goods. The first classification is on the basis of nature. The goods are classified into different units on different factors. First one is on the basis of nature. First is material goods. Material goods are, as I told you, are those goods which can be seen, touched, felt, and which have a definite shape, size is called material goods. All the goods, all the things, everything that you see around is a material good. Whereas non-material goods are those goods which cannot be seen but just can be felt. It is even known as the services goods. Means its activity or its main aim is to deliver the services. The services of a teacher, the services of a doctor, of a chartered accountant, of a lawyer, these fall under the category of non-material goods. Now, second categorization or second distinction of goods is on the basis of value. On the basis of value, the goods are further subcategorized into free goods and economic goods. Free goods and economic goods. But in economics, the concept of free goods is not entertained, because economics is all about the economic affairs, is all about the money part. So here we do not understand, we do not entertain the concept of free goods. But for the knowledge purpose, for the sake of knowledge only, I'll let you know is free good. Free goods are those goods which are freely available, for which the consumer need not pay any penny, need not pay any amount, but is given the services. All the free goods which the nature gives us, all the gifts that nature bestows to us, is an example of free good. That is air, water, sunshine, all these things we do not pay in return anything, but moreover we are the consumers. So all these things, wherever we do not pay any amount in return as a free good. On the other hand, economic goods are those goods. Economic goods are those goods for the consumption of which we require to pay some amount. If we want to be a consumer of economic goods, we have to pay in return some amount. That is economic goods. Now, third categorization is on the basis of use. How the goods are classified on the basis of goods. First one is consumer goods, second is capital goods, third is final goods, and the fourth is intermediate goods. Consumer goods, capital goods, final goods, intermediate goods. These are the classification on the basis of use. The first one is consumer goods or consumption goods. A good which satisfies human needs or wants on a direct basis is a consumer goods. Anything which satisfies on a direct basis is a consumer goods. Means the moment you derive satisfaction from that particular product, you have become a consumer. You are using a consumer goods. That is why you have derived a satisfaction. Now, consumer goods are further subcategorized into four different levels. That is single-use consumer goods, durable-use consumer goods, semi-durable use consumer goods, and last is services. So, single-use consumer goods are those goods wherein for one point of time, for one time only, when we consume, we get satisfied, and the life of the product comes to an end. I'll give you an example. When you consume a fruit, when you plug a fruit from a tree and consume it, that is one-time consumption. The life of that flower or the life of that fruit has got an end. After that, no consumption can take place. That is why it is referred under the term single-user consumer goods. The second one is durable consumer goods. Now, durable consumer goods are those goods the life expectancy of which is much higher or is much greater compared to single user goods, and the services from durable consumer goods last for many years. Example is, you come to a school, you sit on a benches, iron benches that is made available over here, you sit over here. Now these benches last for many years. It's not that on a particular day you sit, the other day that has to be replaced. No. It keeps on working for a year or second year, third year, fourth year, it keeps on working. It does not get some sort of management is required, some sort of maintenance is required. Painting work has to be done. It has to be seen whether there is any sort of a small amount of investment is required. If there is a breakage or if there is any damage, that has to be repaired. So that is another thing. But that product or that good lasts for a longer period of time. The third one is semi-durable goods. Semi-durable goods are those goods which have a higher life expectancy than single-user consumer goods, but a lesser life expectancy than durable goods. So semi-durable goods is one which falls in between single-user goods and durable goods. The life of which is limited, but it's more than single-user and less than durable. Last is the services consumer goods. Services consumer goods are those goods which are inclined towards, which are intended towards providing the services to the consumers. The moment a customer, a consumer is satisfied, his consumption level is satisfied, that means the services have been delivered to a confined consumers. So class, I will put a stop over here. Next class we shall discuss on the capital goods, final goods and intermediate goods. Thank you.